For years, I waited. I waited for my mother to come back. I waited for my father to search for me. I waited for my sister to write. I waited for someone to say, "We missed you." I waited until I was 38. Until one day, while washing dishes, I realized I was waiting for someone who would never come. And then I stopped waiting. It wasn't a scream. It wasn't a cry. It was a whisper inside me. I don't need them to see me, to know I exist. That day, I took my letters out of the drawer. I read them all, one by one, and I said, "Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for keeping writing. Thank you for being so brave without anyone applauding." And then I burned them, not out of hate, not out of forgetting, out of respect. Respect for the girl who wrote them, respect for the woman who kept them, respect for the life I deserved, even if no one gave it to me. That same day, I bought a new notebook, not to write to them, to write to me. I began like this: "Hello, little one. It's me, the one who survived." And I kept going. You deserve to eat what you love. You deserve to sleep without fear. You deserve to say no without apologizing. You deserve to love yourself, even if no one taught you how. And slowly, I started to live, not as a survivor, as a person. I woke up early. I bathed in hot water. I wore clothes I liked. I bought flowers for my table. I sat alone to eat breakfast, and I didn't feel strange. I learned to cook things I loved, to listen to music that made me feel alive, to say "I want" instead of "I should." And when someone asked me, "How did you change?" I replied, "I didn't change. I just stopped denying myself. I didn't need therapy. I didn't need forgiveness. I didn't need them to apologize. I needed to accept that I was enough, that my pain wasn't a burden. It was a test, that my silence wasn't weakness. It was my way of resisting, that my letters weren't wasted, because thanks to them, I learned to love myself. And today, at 47, when someone asks me what saved me, I say the decision to stop waiting. Not because everything was okay, but because I no longer needed it to be. I can live without answers. I can live without hugs. I can live without excuses. Because I learned the only person who could save me was me. And it wasn't a miracle. It was a choice. Every morning when I wake up, I choose, today I will live. Not to please, not to prove, not to earn their approval, just because I deserve to be alive. And if you also spent years waiting for someone to save you, waiting for them to say, "I'm sorry," waiting for them to love you, this video is for you. You don't need them to change. You need you to change. Stop waiting. Start living. Not because it's easy, because you are worthy. You are not what they made you. You are what you chose to become. And today, you're no longer waiting. You're living. From pain comes strength, and you are living proof of that.